What is up, YouTube, and welcome back to Lil Jitsu. Over the weekend, I competed at Grappling Industries Portland, and as you could tell by my voice, I also coached quite a bit throughout the day. We were there basically from 8 a.m. all the way until 9 p.m. It was a long day, and for today's video, I'm going to be commentating one of my matches from the 155-pound gi brown belt division. This was my first brown belt tournament, but I only had one person in my bracket, and he happened to be someone that I rolled with at Purple Belt, or competed with at Purple Belt in June in Boise. So you guys might have seen him before if you've watched any of my previous videos. I'm not going to spoil how the match went, but I hope you guys enjoyed the video and the commentating. With that being said, like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification, and if you are interested, follow me on Instagram at lil_jitsu. Thanks for checking this out, guys. Here we go. The match starts standing, and my game plan is to pull guard before he does, knowing that he has a very strong guard. So I jump right into close guard, and I start working to break his posture down. He does a good job of basing his hips back, and he uses his left hand to put pressure on my knee, forcing me to open, and I transition to De La Riva. From there, he starts stuffing my right leg and passing with a long step and over-under variation. He almost succeeds, but I use my right foot as a butterfly hook to basically keep him in my half guard. As I get to half guard, I start getting a deep collar grip and trying to break the grip off my collar at the same time. I'm working for a scissor sweep from half guard or to go to deep half, but he does a really good job of cross-facing with his left arm and keeping me from getting underneath his hips. The match starts to stall out here as we both kind of feel each other out, trying to figure out which one of us can get the advantage. As you can see, he's still cross-facing me really heavily, and I'm working under his leg to try and get to deep half still. He long steps and forces me to turtle, but I regain my guard with my butterfly. And as we scramble here, I switch the butterfly hook almost in a single leg X position and use my left leg to hook sweep him and come up on top for the first 2 points of the match. I stand up controlling his knees, and I try to drag his right leg across my right hip for a leg drag, but then he pins my left hand to his knee with an anchor hand grip. That anchor hand grip was really hard to deal with, so I try to transition into a Toreando, kind of fake him out a little bit in my directional switching. But he uses the anchor hand to come up, and I'm not able to settle my pass. We're standing. I want to get another 2 points, so I go straight into a single leg, but he stuffs it with a guillotine, sprawling back on me and forcing me to defend the hands. As I defend the hands, he rolls me over his head, but I scramble and come up on top. Now that my head's free, I look for knee grips and dive my right arm underneath his leg, looking for an over-under pass. I drive my left shoulder into his hips, trying to flatten him out so that he can't use his legs to recover guard as well. From there, I attempt a long step pass, keeping pressure on his hips, but I give him too much space, and he uses his left leg to push my head back, giving his bottom leg just enough space to recover his shin shield. We end up in a half guard here, 3/4 guard, and it's at this point where I start to notice my nose is bleeding. He didn't do anything wrong, it just started gushing. And the ref stops us, and I lay back as the medic comes to check me out.
My definition of cross-training is when you go and visit a new gym or a different gym to roll with people that you don't normally have the opportunity to roll with, or... What the... I just got a nosebleed.
So the medic gave me a nose plug, and the referee set us standing here. I know I need more points because I'm only up 2-0, so I'm looking for takedowns, trying to get a low single, but I shot from too far away. My opponent sprawls on me, catching my head in another guillotine grip, and it's at this point where the nose plug pops out. You'll see the ref pick it up here in a second as we circle around. And as this happens, my nose starts bleeding right away, so I know that I want to score points before the ref stops us again. So I start to look for a takedown. It's kind of a sloppy judo throw, and the ref stops the match because there's blood on the mat again. Kind of lucky because he almost took my back. Different camera angle here, as you can see the match reset standing, and my nose is completely wrapped around my head. I'm trying for more takedown points, but the takedowns just aren't working, so I jump back to close guard. From guard, I'm looking for butterfly sweeps, double ankle sweeps, and katakuta sweeps here, but he's doing a good job of pressuring into me and forcing me to worry more about him breaking my guard than me attacking. From here, I'm working his posture down, but he stands up, and I address the grip on my knee, trying to pull him down. As I slide down, I keep my knees locked and pinch right around his legs to keep him together, and I use that to come up on top, having his sleeve grips to settle another 2 points. I'm now up 4-0, and I start working my over-under passes again, looking for another score, because if I get another score, there's about a minute left, I'll be comfortable with my win at this point. I've got his bottom leg trapped, so I'm trying to work his hips more to the right so that I can pass to the left. But as I do this, he then switches angles and it locks up a triangle on me. I immediately stand up, trying to get my head above my hips, but he's pulling my posture down very heavily. I'm addressing the grips, but I don't feel like I can break them, so I start to get my feet closer to his back and try and throw my left leg over his chest. I failed in doing so. If I would have been able to lock my legs, I could have broken the triangle, but he uses that momentum to come up on top and score an additional 2 points. So at this point, I know I'm only up 2 points, and I'm contemplating whether or not I want to just stall out here because the triangle's not locked that tight, or if I should come up on top and keep working my escapes. I opt to come up on top, and as I do that, because we're so close to the edge of the mat, the ref resets us in the middle, and because there was a submission locked on, they get 2 points, and the match ends. So there you have it, guys. That was my brown belt gi debut. It didn't go the way that I wanted it to, and as you guys could see, I had some problems with the nosebleed halfway through the match. I'm really not sure what happened. I think I barely got tapped on the cheek or something, and my nose just started draining blood. They couldn't stop it initially, so I got 2 medical timeouts essentially, but they were able to close it by taping my head. It looked pretty dramatic, and I finished the match. Lost by a decision, but I have a lot of things to work on. I enjoyed the experience, and I really like competing against that guy. So thanks for watching, guys. Just so you know, I'm going to post a bonus video this Friday. It's going to be another commentary highlight video from this last weekend. It's going to be one where I win. It's going to be in Nogi. So if you guys want to watch that, stay tuned. Check it out. It's going to be on Friday. Stay consistent. Go train.